Hi everyone, welcome to your love readings for May 2016. If you enjoy these love readings, make sure you check out my general love readings that I post every week. And if you would like to purchase a private reading, the link will be down below. I hope you enjoy these readings and have a blessed May. Hi Leo, welcome to your love reading for May 2016. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you. I've already properly shuffled the cards. I'm just going to give them a quick shuffle, just like this. Love reading for Leo, May 2016. 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 Okay, now let's get 9 cards for you. The first card is 5 of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Death. Queen of Cups. The Sun. Two of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. The Empress. And the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so give me a moment to look this over and tie everything together. Okay, so first impressions, having just pulled the cards, not really kind of tuned into anything, I kind of feel like for May, there are some decisions that you have to make. I feel like going into May, you are going through a rough patch. You're not in a good place emotionally. And I also feel, and I've said this to one of the other signs, that you may feel pulled in many different directions. Like you can't really focus on your love life right now. But I feel like May really is a time to kind of sort things out, whether you're single or married. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. We'll start with the top row. And it is the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and Death. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Those are challenging cards. I feel like going into the month, I feel like you're coming in with some issues, probably from April. I feel like you may have recently, this has come up for other signs, you may have recently separated from someone that you love. The 5 of Cups, it has to do with sometimes a breakup, a divorce, and somebody's hurting. It's about emotional pain. It is the suit of water. Emotionally, you are suffering. There are tears and there is sadness. So I feel like for some of you, you may have separated from someone in April or even earlier, and you're still coming into the month with this really strong feeling of sadness. I even kind of get, from the 5 of Pentacles, for some of you, you're just coming into the month with kind of low expectations with your, regarding your love life. I feel like you may feel like you're not really connecting with other people. And all of these, I know, they're kind of challenging messages. But, the Death card, it says that this is a message of hope. This is telling you that this can come to an end. Death is about, the death of certain things, and it is a major arcana. And I feel like everything can turn around for you with the Death card. The Death card just represents a huge transformation in your life. And you do have the Sun card as a heart of your reading. If you don't watch my weekly readings, I always say that the middle card is a heart of the reading, and it really kind of sheds some light on all the other cards around it. So I feel like although you're coming into the month, perhaps, dealing with a breakup, and you're still kind of healing from it, or you're just kind of feeling pessimistic and about your love life, feeling low about yourself, there's an opportunity for a huge transformation. And for me, the Death card, it can mean the death of something. It can mean that you finally release something and you let something go. It could also be a huge transformation within you. It means that something changes within you and you're finally ready to move on. And if you look at the card, Death is actually on a horse. So it represents movement. So it's like you're moving away from all the pain and the anguish from the other two cards. And then we have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is about love. It's about nurturing. It's about forgiveness. I'm noticing, I've never noticed this before, and I've had this deck for quite some time, that she is sitting on a seashell. And to me, the seashells are associated with clairaudience, which is my strongest psychic ability. So I kind of feel like for some of you, there's a lot of guidance coming through about how to get past something that you're dealing with. The Queen of Cups also represents that your intuition is always accurate. This is trustworthy guidance. So I feel like you're receiving guidance that it's time for you to be happy, because the Sun is the next card. There is guidance coming through to tell you to let go of the past, but you have a choice to make. You have the Two of Pentacles there. And to me, that represents, like, a choice that you have to make, that you have to decide between two things. And those two things may be, it could even be two people, two relationships, or it could be that you have to choose between focusing on something painful from the past or choosing to let that go and be happy. But going back to the Queen of Cups, I feel, she also represents being in a really good place emotionally, feeling at peace. It represents self-love and connection to spirit. So I feel like for some of you, there may be some type of spiritual shift. I feel like you might kind of feel like more drawn towards spirituality because they're trying to get you out of a difficult place. And then you have the Sun, which this represents a strong dose of positive energy. Optimism is what I'm hearing. So again, those who have been going through something difficult, something happens in May where you are uplifted, is what I'm getting. You are uplifted. It's almost like a ray of sunshine comes into your life. And it is lined up here with the Empress. And she does represent love. She represents a happy home life and children. But I feel like, someone may come into your life in May that is like a ray of sunshine. You may have been in a dark place and you're uplifted, you're excited, and you are happy again. The Sun also represents success and fulfillment. So I feel like those who have been feeling like you have failed, either in a relationship or in your love life in general, the theme in May for you is going to be to set things right, to make you feel positive about yourself, to make you feel positive about relationships and love in general. And then let's move on to the Two of Pentacles. Like I said, this feels to me like possibly either a choice between two people. But I feel like it's also like a choice between like moving on or holding on. And that's just what's coming through. Moving on or holding on. And you're the only one who can make this decision. And notice how it's lined up with the Death card, which, like I said, I feel like that means that's like a huge transformation within you. A huge transformation in your circumstances, in your love life. So I feel like you have a decision to make. But I also feel, the Two of Pentacles, sometimes it represents instability. It means that in your life, you're not in a good place. And I feel like for some of you, like you might be realizing this in May. You may feel that, you may have clarity. You may kind of see that when it comes to your love life, you're having difficulty focusing on that because you're pulled in too many other different directions. And some of that may be work. The Eight of Pentacles is here. That is the work card. It could be that your employment requires too much of your attention and you don't have time to devote to relationships or to a specific partner that you're with. But I feel like some of you, like you feel like you can't get out of this. You have the Eight of Swords down here. And the Eight of Swords does represent restriction. And it represents kind of feeling tied to something. Again, there is a choice to be made here. You feel like you're trapped in a situation. For some of you, you may feel trapped in in your other obligations, and you have a choice where maybe you have to rearrange your life to focus more on love, because there is a strong message in this reading that This can be a very positive month for you. Huge transformations in your love life, but you have choices to make. And I feel like for some of you, you feel obligated to something or someone where you can't set yourself free. Again, there is a choice to be made. There is a lot of guidance from the Queen of Cups. And that guidance is telling you to kind of free yourself, because I see that you're not, whatever that you're doing, it's not working for you. Notice what's going down this side of the reading. The Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. That would mean that your intuition is telling you that a situation that you're in, whether it's a relationship or kind of the way you're thinking about the past, it's making you feel lonely. You know, the Five of Pentacles, to me, it's a lonely card. And even this depiction, it seems so lonely because everything's frozen over. There's nothing going on in that card. And then this is a card of confinement, restriction, and feeling trapped. But there is love and guidance right in the middle of this. So I feel like there's a lot of guidance to free yourself, either from restricting people or situations, to focus on having your happiness, on getting those things that you deserve, on positive energy. And then, you know, you have the Empress. And she is lined up with the Sun, both major arcanas. And the Empress is telling you that you don't have to settle. Again, she is a dose of positive energy because she represents anything that is abundance. She represents marriage and children and a happy home life and good health and success. And I feel like they're saying that you don't necessarily have to choose. I mean, I did say you have to make a choice here, but I feel like you don't have to choose at the risk of your own happiness, at the risk of your own peace of mind. They're saying that you can have it all, but I feel like for some of you, you may have to kind of change your approach to where your happiness and your self-esteem and your self-love is front and center. And then you will be able to heal relationships or attract the right relationship to you. Again, you know, these two cards, they represent, both of those cards represent marriage and they represent children. So for those of you that are kind of wondering, am I ever going to meet my life partner? Am I ever going to be a mother? Or, you know, are my partner and I ever going to make things permanent? It's here. You know, I see it in the cards, but I do see that there, you know, there's a decision to be made, choices, and there's some work to do. You know, the Eight of Pentacles doesn't necessarily have to mean your 9-to-5 job, especially in a love reading, but it does represent, you know, that there's work to be done. It is a Suit of Pentacles, which could mean anything material, you know, which includes love. And I feel like for some of you, they're saying you have some work to do in your life, decisions to make in order to have, you know, the happy relationship, the marriage, the children, the stability. Because I see all of that in this reading, but at the same time, I see like instability and I see suffering at the top of the reading with the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Some of you are coming into the month with some emotional pain, but there's this huge transformation that is just kind of waiting for you. Relationships, family, you know, self-love and intuition. But like I said, a choice and freeing yourself from anything that is restricting you from having this happiness and this stability. Okay, Leo, this has been your love reading for May 2016. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.